হচ্ছে এজিটি লাইভ 24/7 ये है AGT Live 24/7
This is AGT Live 24/7
Hello there, good morning. AGT Live 24/7 welcomes you all to Good Morning India today on 9th November, Sunday 2025. Let's check out some important news headlines in the Hindu front page. Talks going good. Trump hints at likely India visit next year. Remove stray dogs from public places, orders Supreme Court. Court directs neutering and vaccination of dogs before relocating them to a shelter. It says that public institutions must be secured to prevent entry of animals. Orders removal of cattle from highways. Hasina says mistakes were certainly made by her security forces. A report by Khalil Vettacharjee in New Delhi. 15 months after fleeing capital Dhaka in the midst of an uprising, Bangladesh's deposed Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said that mistakes were certainly made by her security forces while responding to the disordered situation. And made in good faith, our security personnel on the ground were responding to fast-changing and violent circumstances. Mistakes were certainly made in the way, and some members of the security forces responded to the violence, but the decisions made by the senior government officials were proportionate in nature and made in good faith and intended to minimize the loss of life, said Mrs. Hasina in interview to the Hindu via email. No one in the country believes it was a pilot's fault. Supreme Court on AI crash. In brief, over 500 flights at Delhi airport delayed, snag fixed. Sugarcane farmers and Star accept offer by Karnataka CM. Supreme Court to hear on November 11 pleas challenging Pan-India SIR. Tamil Nadu's vision. TN's vision for sustainability inclusive economy will make blueprint for nation. Justify not using VVPATs in local body polls. High Court to Maharashtra SEC. Rupees 300 crore land deal involving part joint, says Ajit Pawar. The Hindu third number page, TMC starts outreach scheme for voters amid SIR in Bengal. Baba Shitiki's wife moves. Mumbai High Court 6 SI to probe alleges builder-politician nexus. The Hindu fourth number page states, land deal cancelled. Pat did not know it was government property, says Ajit Pawar. Video of children being served a midday meal on scrap paper in MP school sparks outrage. Next headline is important enough. Here it shows villagers in Mahuba, the tense over vandalism of Ravidas statue. Rupees 10,000 crore relief package for rain heat farmers in Gujarat. 2,961 villages in Rajasthan declared scarcity heat. Residents of a village in Sundarbans held same-sex couple abandoned by their families tie the knot. Taran by poll, BJP hits out at ruling over unfulfilled vows. The Hindu fifth number page states, a farmer killed in tiger attack. Safaris halted in Bandipur. CPIM leaders seek reconstitution of TDB. The Hindu sixth number page editorial, Turnout Band, showdown. Economics and a Mandani model, Big Apple style. A wider SIR has momentum, but it is still a test case. The Hindu 7 number page of ground zero is breaking boundaries. It's an important article. The Hindu 8 number page news. Awami League enjoys the support of tens of millions of Bangladeshis. Deposed Bangladesh Prime Minister says she's skeptical of the elections promised by the Yunus government, she promises a peaceful campaign and hopes the government will lift the ban on her party, and adds that the Bangladesh-Pakistan ties should not be in disregard of our most important relationship with India. Here in an interview, Sheikh Hasina said, and of course it's reported by Khalil Vadacharji. Let me read out the first paragraph here. Bangladesh's deposed Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has spent the past 15 months in exile in India, having fled the neighboring country on 5th August 2024. In this emailed interview, she speaks about the 2026 election, the ongoing trial in Bangladesh's International Crimes Tribunal, that is ICT, and the anti-uprising crackdown excerpts. All right, more details there in the interview. You can go through the newspaper rather. Next headline is Trump hints at a possible India visit next year, calls Modi a great man. Clandestine nuclear activities align with the history of PAC-MEA. Supreme Court pushes for reform of colonial-era property laws. The Delhi High Court gives a split verdict on jailed MPs, a plea for travel waiver. Remove fake videos of Scribe. High Court to Google. The Hindu 9th number page, Bihar Assembly election. Ex-MP rejects allegations of double voting. Migrants, the X Factor in Bihar polls Kishore. RJD candidate booked for misconduct. Record voter turnout shows people's trust in Nitish-led NDA, say Modi Shah. Prime Minister and the Home Minister lays stress on NDA's development record while accusing RJD and the Congress of dynastic politics. 59% unrecognized parties didn't reveal finances, says report. Nitish Kumar lauds voters for record turnout. Tis Pratap Yadav's airport meet with BJP MP sparks speculation. BJP trying vote theft strategy in Bihar too, says Rahul. The BJP is attempting vote theft in Bihar after doing so in Haryana and other states, reiterated leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi at two public meetings in Banka and Bangalore on Friday. The Hindu 10th number page news, Gehlot criticizes BJP-led centre's political events celebrating national song. Prime Minister says that the matter was fragmented in 1937. Congress has been a proud flag bearer of national song Kargay. Maharashtra sends a proposal to relocate leopards to Plethora. ATC system glitch at Delhi fixed snag had delayed over 500 flights. The Hindu 11th number page business. Act auto retail sales surge 41% on 2 weeks savings PVs FADA data. Indian banks are more mature than a decade ago. Malhotra. Boost financial sector reforms to secure $30 trillion economic goal. The Hindu 12th number page world. China launches new aircraft carrier Fujian as it seeks to project power. Trump says he expects global force in Gaza soon. U.S. military plans to establish presence at an airbase in Damascus, say sausage. Flight cancellations in UP app as airlines comply with order. Blast Sheikh mosque in Indonesia school injure over 50 people. In sport, centenary celebrations of Indian hockey tees off in grand fashion. The Hindu 13th number page continues sport. Arjun outclashes Volkadev. Pranab posts impressive win. Surya Kumar's Men I series win. The Hindu last number page, that is a 14th number page, sorry. In brief, Goldbach named as Suma Hockey Club's head coach. Hussain beats Wainald advances to final stage. Bengal eager to bounce back against Railways on a red soil surface. New Zealand announces squad for West Indies ODIs. Baton Cup begins today to be played at the new stadium. McLaren's battle for the title to intensify in Sao Paulo's versus Verstappen closes in. Irfan to lead young Pakistan Shaheens. The next newspaper in today on 9th November, Sunday 2025 is The Telegraph. Let's check out the front page news headlines. In brief, bid to curb property fraud. Dogs to be permanently relocated to shelters. No strays in public places, Supreme Court. Voters' biggest concern, unemployment. Modi reopens Vande Mataram Pandora's box. Because irony, low wage and migration ache. Delhi airport snag delays flights. Lifted dad's unbearable burden. The Telegraph foreign second number page. As its third aircraft carrier, Fujian enters service, Beijing a step closer to rivaling U.S. Navy. China signals naval ambitions with jet carrier. U.S. shutdown hits air travel, flights cancelled. Real police unit behind deadly raid armed by U.S. Putin seeks clarity on American new test plan. Trump tariff effect on the Swiss, too much milk. The Telegraph third number page nation. Focus on tamper-proof blockchain technology. Supreme Court prod on property fraud curbs. Clandestine news tests typical of PAC India. The court to hear hold SIR petitions on 11th November. Shami, former wife, seeks support hike. The Telegraph fourth number page nation. Animal rights groups flag lack of infrastructure, resources and clarity. Dog lovers decry inhuman order. Supreme Court shifts stray dogs from public areas. Valley Party sidestep Vande Mataram events. Airport snag delays flights. The Telegraph fifth number page East. Ideal 6 lakh count now 1.18 lakh. Not enough BLS yet. SIR relief for married ex-enclave women. Tassan CM's order on Bangladesh anthem. Naveen's final pitch in Nurpada. Nirmala Hills chip plant. The Telegraph 6 number page Metro. School hours applaud North Bengal's great and glory. Today event celebrates the exceptional. The Telegraph 9 number page business. Check out for health ecosystem. The wider ambit to boost bank income RBI governor. Another important headline is here is Adani Power wins Bihar project. The Telegraph 10 number page editorial quite toothless. The India AI governance guidelines take a cautiously optimistic approach but lack teeth. India's modernist revolution is unraveling. A dream's death. Sinanda K. Dr. Rai. The Telegraph 12th number page. Kick off with the Telegraph Sport. Gabbar to challenge batters and bowlers. A tricky test awaits India in final game. Grand reception for cup winners. Shiliguri celebrates Richard's return. 10 teams to take part in next ODI World Cup. ICC's big push for women's game. The Telegraph 13th number page. United in search of redemption. Arteta are grateful to Xhaka. City clash a different ball game and one slot. The Telegraph 14th number page. Red Bull champion ready for a worst case scenario but feels no pressure. Eye on luck Max not to hold back. Alright, the next newspaper with me today, this is Tripura Times on 9th November, Sunday 2025. Front page news headlines. Indian society at its peak wants to unite the world. Bhagavat. Reliance on regional parties hits deadlock in tribal belt, says Congress. States healthcare expanding with new colleges, specialist services, CM. Chief Minister meets a former Chief Minister's wife in hospital. Chief Minister Dr. Manik Shah visited GB Hospital on Saturday to inquire about the health condition of Panchali Bhattacharjee, wife of former Tripura Chief Minister Manik Sarkar, who is currently undergoing treatment in the intensive care unit, that is ICU, following a sudden illness. During his visit, the Chief Minister spoke with the attending doctors and reviewed her medical status. Expressing his concern, Dr. Shah said, quote-unquote, "I pray to the Almighty for her speedy recovery." Panchali Bhattacharjee, a respected social activist and convener of the All India Working Women Coordination Committee, Tripura State, was admitted to GB Hospital on Friday evening after experiencing acute health complications. Her condition is being closely monitored by medical authorities. We spoke about agreement. Here, Chief Minister Dr. Manik Shah on Saturday revealed that preliminary issues pertaining to the tripartite agreement signed between Tripura Malta Government of India and Tripura Government was discussed during his recent meeting with Tripura Supreme Pradut Kishore Devaman. TMC bans unskilled midwives. Unity Prama Fest Shishu Udayan opened. Reliance on regional parties hits deadlock in tribal belt, says Congress. Parliament winter session from 1st to 19th December. Opposition cries foul over short duration. Comment to ease of Justice Modi. Here on the second page, important write-up by Engineer Pravat Kishore, Bihar election 2025 social biasness of national parties. Tripura Times, fourth number page, World. President Mumu departs on 6-day visit to Angola, Botswana. 6 civilians killed, 5 injured in Afghanistan in Pakistani military attack. Tripura Times, 5th number page, miscellaneous. MHA virtually rejects a demand for Indian territories for Kuki-Zo tribals in Manipur. Rebel Trinamool legislators Humayun Kabir to launch new party on 22nd December. Prime Minister Modi meets Bharat Ratna L.K. Advani, extends birthday wishes. Tripura Times, 6th number page, Nation. TIPS celebrates World Radiology Day. RBSK scheme saves infant from congenital heart disease. State healthcare earning public trust, says here. Tripura Times, 7 number page, Ranji, Tripura on course for a big total against Assam. Hanuma smashes century but sent to misses by 6 runs. North Districts wins under 14 boys and girls football titles. Tripura Times, 8 number page. Dr. Shah praises life-saving neurology intervention at GBP Hospital. Yuva Apada Mitra camp begins to train 800 NCC cadets. Shana Kamal Jewelers heals fire safety drill. Development work obstructions star political tension in Kumargat. Holy Cross College holds graduation day. Troop of monkeys wreak havoc in poor farmer's kitchen in Charilam block. The next newspaper is today, Tripura Observer. Front page news headlines. Workshop on human trafficking held at the BSF Frontier Headquarters. Government spent rupees 276 crore under PMJ, CMJ, Dr. Shah. Infant maternal deaths drops shortly. CPIM leaders meet ailing wife of ex-CM. BMS office locked in North Tripura, a reflection of law and order lapsage. 3 Bangladeshis held 168 kgs of cannabis seized. After alleged cash deal of rupees 7 lakh, fancy laden vehicle released by Bishalgarh police. Winter session of parliament to be held from 1st to 19th December. Congress accuses BJP of electoral conspiracy, submits 5 crore signatures to president. Fear grips the border Golchakka market. Agartala residents demand action against local extortionists. Tripura Observer, 3rd number page, NFR facilitates frontline railway staff for their exemplary vigilance during Kokrajhar blast. Allegations of irregularities at RGM hospital recruitment. State-level swimming championship kicks off. Tripura Observer, 5th number page, National Network. BJP sweeps local body polls in UTs. Apollo MMU set for statewide relaunch on November 25th. Mahila Mocha meeting highlights self-reliant India. Ensure development works aren't hampered due to SIR, Bengal government to district magistrates. Tripura Observer, 6-number page, Melody of Joy as PM Melody flags off Third Vande Bharat train for Kerala. Locals hot Bishalga road construction. Allege poor quality and corruption by officials. Tripura Observer, 7-number page, Sports. Rishabh Pant retires hard after taking multiple blows versus South Africa. Pat Cummins bowling at full pace aims for Ashes return at Gabba. Tripura Observer, last number page. Unity Pramo Fest 2025 begins CM's 8-hour journey of love and unity. Government working to boost tourism, economic prosperity. Dr. Shah. Devotees ecstatic dance sparks brief disruption at Tripura Sundari Temple. An evening of devotion briefly turned turbulent at Tripura Sundari Temple in Udaipur yesterday when a female devotee reportedly overcome with spiritual ecstasy entered the temple's inner sanctum during the Aarti ritual. Locals described the middle-aged woman dancing fervently near the temple entrance before moving into the sanctorum and claiming to be under divine influence. Her sudden entry into the restricted area caught temple staff and security off guard. Priests and guards responded promptly, escorting the woman out to preserve the sanctity of the shrine. There she posed no threat. The unexpected act unsettled fellow worshippers, leading to a brief spell of confusion in the courtyard. Order was quickly restored and no harm or damage took place, and temple authorities have since reminded devotees to adhere to established protocols, especially within sacred zones, to ensure a respectful and serene atmosphere for all. Case Construction unveils CEV Stage V equipment in Agartala. Shantana chairs a preparatory meeting of AICW celebrations. Tripura Info Mega Quiz 2025 to celebrate 20 years of inspiring knowledge. Over 1,200 participants registered. Grand event today. Tinku rebuts Bijit's foreign infiltration claims. The next newspaper with me today is Northeast College. The front page news headlines: invested rupees 21,000 crore in Northeast Edu sector, CETA. Target rally at Kumlong, ADC poll preparations, BJP meeting today. Passenger unrest over flight cancellation delay. PM Modi in legal aid program, ease of justice, our commitment. Land mutations, 2 officers suspended. Oil supply restored after ESMA imposed. Congress collects 2 lakh signs against vote theft. Dismiss special nurses of TMC demonstrate. Northeast Colors 3rd number page, state region, MHA hold talks with the cookie groups in Manipur. Irregularities in RGM recruitment alleged. Tripura Info Mega Quiz today. Gang active in border Gulchakra allegation. Northeast Colors 5th number page, morning reflections, and this is KC Peli to release in theaters on 28th November. Northeast Colors 6th number page, rising nations. Here Bangladesh Zia's party accuses interim government of creating situation that could disrupt elections. Trump endorses Vivek Ramaswamy for a higher governor. Afghanistan Pak peace talks end without deal to tackle cross-border terror. Israel returns bodies of 15 Palestinians after militants return remains of Israeli hostage. 5 Indians kidnapped in Mali amid rising Al-Qaeda ISIS activities. Northeast Colors 7 number page, sport. Shiliguri celebrates as a World Cup hero. Richa Ghosh returns home in triumph. Northeast Colors last number page, demonetization is the biggest fraud on Indians, says MP Derek O'Brien. Tarubala Girls Foundation lights up dreams for autistic children. Holy Cross Colors 14th graduation day. No dignity on post by PM Stings Priyanka. Remarks on Janagana Mana. TMC protests at Tagore abode against BJP MP Vishweshwar. JK government mulls digital platform to streamline recruitment rules. 2 girls defy norms to marry in Sundarban. Dear viewers, that's all from our news desk today in this Good Morning India show on AG Live 24/7. Keep watching AG Live 24/7 on YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, etc. Thanks all for joining me. Have a nice Sunday. Namaskar. Jatuna Hambai, Kalumka.